Investigates team has been looking into the city of Toledo's fire escrow account for several months.
This is an account that holds insurance money for property owners who have experienced a fire at their homes, and we have found numerous issues with it.
Lead investigator Brian Duggar joins us tonight with an update. Brian?
Yes, the city's holding this insurance money, but the key is that it is supposed to be returned when repairs have been made. But in the last 2 years, more than $1 million has been considered abandoned and transferred out of the account because the city could not find the property owners. The problem is that we have found several of these residents. And after we reported on some of them, money for 7 residents was returned to the account by council last month. Unfortunately, that good news came as, well, news to some of those homeowners.
We were able to identify these people and speak with them after continuous review, and these accounts should no longer be declared as abandoned, but as refunds.
On April 11th, City Commissioner Dennis Kennedy testified before Toledo City Council, explaining why nearly $37,000 should be returned to the city's fire escrow account. 7 formerly lost residents had now been found.
6 of them are actually people that we reached out to, and then 1 has reached out to us.
But in fact, 11 investigates can find no evidence that the city reached out to any of the 6.
Because it kept saying, we'll check into it, and I said, well, fine.
We knocked on other doors. Another one of the 6 tells us they didn't remember ever talking to the city about the account. You, David? A third person says he gave up getting his money back 5 years ago.
The city is not.
But after being told council set his money aside, he eagerly called the city and got no response. But those 7 residents discussed before council last month are just the tip of the iceberg. Dozens of other residents were declared missing at the end of last year when their money was taken out of the fire escrow account. One of them is Abina Rowland, who is alive and well.
Very gifted, just naturally. When he was a kid, he always walked around with a notebook.
He just came right back, got him spinning backwards. He don't like me, but I'm his favorite rapper.
Abina's son, Jovan, was on the fast track as a rapper and as a businessman. When he was gunned down while driving in front of Toledo Hospital in March of 2021, he was building his music career and clothing line in Atlanta.
He just wanted more out of life, so he started traveling and getting so much into his music. He started going places, seeing bigger things. Then he started having concerts. That's his face.
His music lives on through his albums, his spirit through a beautiful mural on LaGrange Street. Tragedy, unfortunately, has been a frequent companion for Porter's mother. Her husband, Sean, died in a Norwood Avenue fire.
2019, I lost my husband. That's why Jovan was here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Jovan only came back from Atlanta just because we had just lost everything.
Ironically, a potential gift could come from another fire the family experienced in 2015. This one was on Palmwood, a rental property for Sean. More than $12,000 was put into the city's escrow account after that fire.
I do recall him mentioning that before because I said, why are you keeping the house? And he started explaining that like, once I get it up to code and stuff, then I have money that's like in escrow that's waiting.
But like dozens of other accounts, the city considered it abandoned in November. Toledo, however, is re-examining those accounts since the 11 Investigates report in February.
When I saw the commercial, I was like, wait a minute.
Told consistently.
Abina has been working with Councilman Nick Comise, but the city tells us that she needs to prove she has a legal right to the insurance money, and she must work with the new owner to ensure that all repairs have been made, or else that money will just stay abandoned. But Toledo is unique. While the city is legally able to declare fire escrow money abandoned, no other city in Northwest Ohio does, as far as we could tell. Now, 11 Investigates got records from 16 different cities, and none of them transferred money. In fact, one administrator told us, why would we? It's not our money. For Abina, the money could help her build her nonprofit organization. Uniquely Saving Our Sons provides emotional and financial support for parents and children impacted by violence. It was created because of her son, whose middle name was Unique. Jovan Unique Porter.
It's my faith in God, and that's what sustained me, and to know that for me to still be there has to be more purpose for me to help other people. I can't get nothing else out of it.
Now, I did reach out to the city and ask them why the people who had money returned to the escrow account and is still waiting for them, why weren't they notified? And a city representative with a chuckle said, because you've already notified them for us. Now, the good news is that 2 people we found in our initial investigation did receive their money in the last 2 weeks, a total of $26,000. Reporting live in studios, Brian Duggar for WTUL 11.